Are there any English sayings equivalent to the Japanese proverb, go to bed early and wait for the good news? When politicians are waiting for the results in a primary election, your son is waiting for admission to Harvard, an entrepreneur is waiting the bank's approval for a financial loan, everyone frets about the outcome over sleepless night. We have a proverb, Jinji o tsukushite, tenmei o matsu, do your best, and wait for God's will, decision, for such an occasion. We also say kaho wa ne temate, go to bed early, have a good sleep, and wait for the good news to the same effect. I'm curious to know if there are similar English sayings to go to bed early and wait for the good news, meaning it's no use to worry about after everything is done. Just leave it to the hands of God. P.S. I happen to find a phrase which I think is pretty close to go to bed early and wait for good news in Hillary Rodham Clinton's remarks in the recent Diane Sawyer's interview quoted in Maureen Dodd's article, When Will Hillary Let It Go? In today's, June 14th, New York Times. It reads. She continued, I am over it, over it. I think I have changed, not worried so much about what other people are thinking. She vowed to now say what I know, what I believe, and let the chips fall, where they may. This URL.
I'd say something similar would be. A watch pot never boils. Waiting for something to happen makes it seem like it is happening slower, whereas if you go away and do something else then time will seem to pass faster.
It's in God's hands now is something that English-speaking people of faith often say in similar situations. I don't know if it counts as an idiom, however. It's more of an actual statement of faith, and as such wouldn't typically be used by people who weren't believers. As a comparison, there are also common English expressions like God only knows that are used simply as idioms, without implying any personal religious belief.
There's no use worrying about it. This is a common expression, although more literal and not really a saying. Note that often it is shortened by omitting the there's. Those who are fatalists or polytheists might well say, leave it in the lap of the G/gods.
I would suggest what's done, is done. How now, my lord, why do you keep alone, of sorriest fancies your companions making, using those thoughts which should indeed have died with them they think on? Things without all remedy should be without regard, what's done, is done. Macbeth Act 3, Scene 2, 8-12. While this may have a backward-looking sense similar to no use crying over spilt milk, i.e., one must let go of the past, it's often used with a mind to the now impending consequences. A similar phase would be the die is cast, alea jacta est, uttered upon Caesar's crossing the Rubicon.